Rick Grimes losing his hand in the first episode of The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live was a moment more than 20 years in the making. Rick Grimes initially lost his hand way back in 2003 during issue 28 of The Walking Dead comics. You see, Rick Grimes ended up getting captured by the governor, who began interrogating and torturing him in an effort to give up the location of his camp and people. But of course, Rick Grimes being Rick Grimes, he 100% refused, and in retaliation, the governor chopped off his hand. Now, this was a major event in the Walking Dead comics, so when the governor was introduced in the Walking Dead series, fans waited in morbid anticipation for the moment that the governor chopped off Rick's hand. However, the governor would come and go, and Rick's hand remained attached to his body. This, of course, led to fan speculation that it could potentially happen later on in the Walking Dead series, because Rick Grimes losing his hand was a major deal. Rick Grimes losing his hand served as a constant reminder to not only Rick Grimes, but the Walking Dead fans that no matter what happened, things were never gonna go back to the way they were before. But then as the Walking Dead series continued to progress forward, there were multiple instances where they teased Rick Grimes losing his hand, only for the moments to once again come and go with nothing happening. Which of course brings us to the premiere episode of The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live, where Rick Grimes is in the middle of an escape attempt and he realizes he's going to have to take off his own hand in order to be able to escape. And at this point, fans had very little faith that Rick was going to be able to follow through with it until he said this.
This is how. This is how.
Rick's desperation in that moment gave him the strength to follow through with cutting off his own hand. Walking Dead fans all rejoiced because Rick losing his hand shows just how far the character has come and just what he would be capable of doing to get back to the people he cared about.
I knew it, Dad. I knew you were still out there. I just never wanted you to feel alone.
I thought I was. And I realized